Your best. I'm looking at the calendar, because I'm a commuter, but I'm gonna come down here for this meeting.
If you want to Zoom, that's fine. Yeah, because that's what, the only days that I'm even meeting with you in person is Tuesday and Thursday, which is my office hours. So you can, yeah, we can Zoom in.
All right, perfect.
And
You already started on. Okay, now we have phone call, actually. Okay, now how this works, I'll say your name, say your position. Okay. Jacqueline? Daniel? Dominic? Medea? Chloe? Sophomore student from Salem? Oscar? Faith? Marie? Hillary? Kennedy? Maya? Michael? Ahmed? Tyler? Jasmine? Maisha? Sandy? Jaisha? Kimberly? Charlotte? Tim? Grace? Caitlin? Lauren? Nathan? Take on. College of Visual and Performing Arts Center, president, and more. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, I'm just gonna go over the minutes to see you down for today, all right. I'm gonna Google the agenda. All right, now let's do the work and do the president of the sequence of the time and table it and form it. Open there is we have identity March May. This is around 5 years.
Hey, everyone. We thank you, hear me? All right, great. So thank you very much for the invitation, to work. This is wonderful. I've been to an SGA meeting in 4 years. I was on the SGA at my graduate office, and it made me smile every turn to go through. And then we keep the same, we want to con the salt order or order. This is the really experience. This is how the people run. Whether it's a snowboard meeting, meeting at whatever firm you work at. So I'll jump in. This is the presentation of the provost, Dr. Taylor Stewart, and I have given dozens of block traffic. And the reason I have this process or to show you how many different groups have seen a very simple presentation. One of the reasons Debbie and I go, first of all, let me ask, you know what a provost is? Does everybody know what a provost is? All right, so some folks don't. So the provost is the chief academic officer. So the way he calls the university structure, that we have here in North Carolina, we have the board of governors that's appointed by the legislature. So they have government oversight of the entire university system. So all that Then we have a local board of trustees that appoints the chancellor. Chancellor, right, so they are the chancellor's boss. Then the chancellor is the chief executive officer of the campus. And then the provost and I report to him. Dr. David Stewart has been here for about a year and a half. She thinks the university should do provost prior to that, the college department of science. And we work together. And we've gone around dozens of times and given presentations so that the people in the community will know officially and what it started with different. So everyone understands. Okay? So let's go to slide. Next slide. So this is the agenda, right? We're too big a group to do intros, but it's wonderful that we have everybody's name here. So if we ask questions, you know, it would be great. I'll walk up to it. Ask questions. We're going to talk about the different funding streams that UNCG has, and all public universities do. Why should we get it? I believe in transparency of fiscal and budgetary information. You ought to know the local finance, whatever organization you belong. How many seniors? Okay. You probably already started the job, right? You want to be able to choose an organization that is fiscally effective. And whether that's a corporate entity, a college, university, or a nonprofit, you ought to understand what the funding is, what the income and revenue and expenses. We'll talk about fiscal transparency, important enrollment, revenue and expenses, and then we'll get into finance. So just so I have a time check, how long do you want to go? Okay. Great. Okay. Thanks a lot. So a little bit of an introduction. I've been here doing since May 1st of 2020. I started right in the middle of the pandemic. I would recommend you don't start your job in the middle of the pandemic. It's not much fun. You guys weren't here. All right. This is my background. I've been here since May of 20. Prior to this, I was at Elon, right up the street. I worked for the Professional Association for College and University Financial Consultants, multiple National Association of College and University Business Law. Most 4-year universities and most 4-year community colleges. Along prior to that, I was CFO in public systems for Island, and IRA is my second career. I had a full 25-year career as a Mount United States, and I retired as a captain in 2007, where I was on the faculty at the same Fort Worth. My professional background, I have an MBA in college of engineering and business. I also have a master's in planning and Fort Worth. Personally, I'm originally from Boston, and you can call it my accent. I'm a first generation college graduate, just like the provost. The person in our family goes to college, and that's part of the reason why Debbie and I are here. We want to give the same opportunity to students here that we're here to. I'm married to my wife for 37 years, about 37 and a half. We've got 2 sons, and now I've got 2 daughters. My youngest got married about 2 weeks ago. I have 2 granddaughters. Who loves my life, Charlotte and George. We have moved, my wife and I, in those 37 years. Yeah. Thank you for living in the States, and we live right up the street, about 19 miles away. And that's why I call and want to know what I have to talk about. I want to go on the driveway. So funding. We have state appropriation, the money that the taxpayers give to UNCG that subsidizes your tuition. That's the difference between public university and private. You get state appropriation. This year, about $190 million. That is our largest revenue. The next thing is tuition fee. Money that comes from you. Next, City financial aid is funded primarily by the federal government. Sales and services, higher education, delivery, that's dining, housing, and parking. Grants and contracts come primarily from the federal government, some small amounts come from the private lobby and the state of North Carolina. But that is money that is given to companies who have worked on the concept with the president of my graduate. Okay, great. So those professors apply for grant. That money is going to get the amount of money that we get here on the board. Next is our endowment. Anybody know what an endowment is? The endowment is a collection of money that has been annually fundraised since UNCG has been existing. We had the investment that we used today. We used what's called an outsourced chief investment officer. They were here with the front of the team. They were here today, and they give us 4 meetings a year, and they updated us on the status of our endowment, which stands today at about $340 million. At its high point, about a year and a half ago, we're at 460. Why is it significantly less than about a year and a half? I only think you listen to the news every day. Hear about the Dow Jones, the S&P.
Call it.
Markets go up and down. Our endowment value goes up and down. But we have spending formulas that moderate the amount of money that the endowment generates. Last year generated about $60 million. Which came from the endowment that went into the university budget, primarily student financial. And then lastly, in the last 3 years, we've had federal and state stimulus, which is referred to as PERCO, higher education emergency. That was the money that came during the COVID. And we received $5 million, primarily from the federal government, small amounts from the state, which they subsidize UNCG and other universities across the United States. Because what happened in March 2021? COVID, you all went home, right? What happened was the university, right? If our business model was based on enrollment, we go away most of our revenue. So the federal government, and those 3 different laws which are collectively called PERC, did an enormous rate of thing for higher education. If we didn't get that money, we would have been in a completely different place. So why should you care? You can't, this is from the perspective of an employee. You count on your benefits, your health, your retirement, yours for your financial, yours and the family's financial foundation, our shared financial security. The answer to that is yes. So when you go out and work for an organization, you should care about all this. And you should pay attention to where the dollars flow. And there's different ways you can find out that information. Then you go to work for a corporate entity. There's forms that they have to file with the SEC, Securities and Exchange. Every quarter and every year. They're called 10Q and 10K. They're on every public corporation website. You can go there, how many businesses? I heard one of you can go and find out an awful lot about a corporate entity. Going to public domain information. On the private side, there's something called a Form 990, the IRS, which are widely and publicly available, primarily through the public clearinghouse called GuideStar. Type in GuideStar.org, sign up for free, and you can have access to all nonprofits financial information. If you really want to understand finance organization, you just require some of the next slide. So this is transparency. So on the left is macro, that industry, higher ed is an industry, and then on the right, it's UNC. So oftentimes, when Debbie and I go around and say, well, the budgetary information is transparent, we don't know how much is spent here. And then if this were a library that was put on all of it, and that will take the university's webpage, where we list our finances, our physical profile, and our revenue. So for the last, if I think about 10 years worth of information, you can go back and look at how the UNC has spent its money. And what a budget is, it's not only a financial document, but it's a political document. How does an organization spend its money? What does it do? Okay. Yeah, I can take pictures. Do you guys have this? This is part of the problem. Then we use a new software called Anaplan, which is a multi-year, scenario planning. We're in the midst of implementing that right now. So that's not public domain yet. And probably won't. What that will do is that in the financial statements. Power BI is the, how many use that? Power BI. It's a great tool if you understand Excel. Power BI. It's a business intelligence tool. It's a great way to show information flat. Then on the left is higher education macro industry level. SHEEO, the SHEEO stands for the State Higher Education Executive Board. Now, what that does is their annual report, and they look at all 50 states and how the states fund education. We're very lucky here in North Carolina that we are always in the top 10 when it comes to state funding of higher education. We get about a third of our money from the state of North Carolina. That's great. There are some states that are in the single digits in support of the taxpayers. So we're blessed that, relatively speaking, we get a lot of funding from the state of North Carolina. Now, it's true that we listen to some people and say that we get less money today than we did 5 or 10 years ago. That's true proportionally, but in relative figures, it's still a very high amount. So that number probably 10 years ago was close to 40%. Next slide. Well, rating the Moody's Standard & Poor's, that information is behind the portal, and I don't know if we can get it in our library. What Moody's Standard & Poor's gives me, the CFO of the person, basically the report card. This is how we are stewarding UNC and they use very objective rational criteria. And what they use is financial statement ratio from the balance sheet, from the income statement, and the statement of tax. They use objective rational criteria. Next slide. Okay. So it's actually pretty simple, right? So we get money from the state of North Carolina based on our enrollment. And tuition, room and board and fees are all based on the number of students times whatever that is. So tuition times fee times meal plan price times the room rate times the department. That is how we generate revenue on the student side. The formula for state appropriation is also tied. So if our enrollment goes up, we get more money. If our enrollment goes down, we get less money. And then the state subsidy is converted into SCH. So enrollment becomes the number of classes that it takes to generate state appropriation. So enrollment is the huge component of how public is. As a private institution, I let anyone come here to work with chance to have the opportunity to work with great people like me. There is no state appropriation. It's all student on tuition, on fee, and tax relief. That's the difference between funding the private and the public. Next slide. So this is the percentage of where we get our revenue from. So you can see our largest source of state appropriation. This is basically the state in 1920, but the proportionality is checked. I'll take this first. You see 39% state appropriation, 25% almost 14% from financial aid, 10% sales and service, and 7.6% contracts. And products. So our operating expense. So how many economies do I have? So I don't get a full call in month there. What's the difference between a functional incentive and active? So what we're looking at right here is the functional rate spent on it. So you can see 36% on construction. So we're looking at student component. 36% on instruction, 10% on academic support, 8% on academic support, that's 46. Student financial aid is another 10. Student services at 5.3, so we're getting up into the 70s there, right? Add research and you're close to 75% on the student enterprise. Next slide. Here's another way. This is called natural. So we looked at functional before. This is called the natural classification. So all of our expenses, 63.6% spent on salary and benefits. That is typical for most college universities. Somewhere between 60 and 80% is spent on salary. So we have about 2,800 full-time. So organizations like ours are very basic. So we spend about 1.7% on the building, right? Keeping our building supply and services is about 10%, and appreciation is 5%. Anybody know what appreciation? Example, when you drive a car off the parking lot, it's worth 20 grand, and you drive it off, it's worth 50. That's appreciation. We do that with all of our capacity. So it takes classes in the middle, the nursing construction. Big, beautiful building, right? $100 million. Build that building, years old. Every year, we get. So it started at 100 million. After a couple of years, it's worth 98 million, 96 million, and you appreciate it based on different timelines. Sometimes 25 years, sometimes 8 years, depends on the type of asset. Next slide. So our operating budget. So this is how we spend money. So it's in the back, then you can't see it. But 70.59% of our budget is spent on academic care. So my colleague, Dr. David Stewart, the program, has responsibility for almost 3/4 of the spend of the fund. That's the start of the university. They work every day, going to classes, but that's the Bible. All of the people that you engage with every day, that's 75% of the spending. Part of the university that I have direct responsibility for is at 11.3. So this gives you an idea of how the university. Next slide. How do you help? Again, on my first slide, right, I did it back in the brown side. Then I did 2 presentations to the higher education major graduate program. different, right? So when it comes to illiterate, I've already talked about, that. Understand where the money goes. Understand in whatever organization. 5 minutes, okay, good, don't skip it. Next. Okay, so for that, graduate program on Wednesday, the professor showed me what. And I was speaking in chapters 2 and 3, and in the back of the book, they have these questions. Look at some of these questions. I answered them. I didn't have access. But I answered all of the questions back to the chapter. What is the source of the revenue? What is the distribution? What is the distribution that you're out of state? What is the approval process? What is tuition undergraduate? State. 4422. Right? What is the fee structure? We have 7 mandatory fees. Right. So these are things I went through, right? I had commission to keep it revenue. I didn't disaggregate it. But these are the things you know about. What is the trend line for revenue and expenditures over the past 25 years? Will these trends be likely to continue? Does your unit have access to any restricted funds? Okay, just give you an idea of what the textbook says. I already told you how we should help them spend, right? Now let's go to the next couple slides. I think objectives. That's the chapter. I already let's go to the. All right. So here's the 10-year UNC take on an adult. See from that fall of 22 to the fall of 19. We're increasing. What happened in 19? The peak starting to come down. There's a lot of reasons for that. Demographics. In 2008, the GFC, Great Financial Crisis, people stopped having children. What is 18 plus 7? And actually started 25. 2025 is huge demographic. Let's go to the next slide. That is the same information, but it's student credit hour structure. Right? So it's just number of students, not the number of credits you take. And that's how we get set for the grade. Next slide. We should see sales and services. This is 17.1. See, little bit of increase 20 starting to come down. But after 20, when we have 5,660 students in residence hall, that's the number of again, is 0. And basically 1 day, right? Well, March 13th, 21. Next slide. These were our 3-year enrollment projections. Fall of 18, we had 20,106. At census this year, fall of 22, we were projecting 18 over 6. And at census, that number was actually 17 to 9. So we're moving it off. When you see the trend line, that textbook said, right, we should look at trend lines going into the future. This is what we do. Plan the class. And that is taking the enrollment section, right? Because enrollment is key. Enrollment drives what the budget. That is driving what our state appropriations, which is the other revenue. And then last slide, question today. Until you move me out, Madam Chair, go ahead and fire away questions. Yes, ma'am.
Our graduate students say this is salary or
so graduate student stipends are actually considered salaries. The part that's considered financial aid is the graduate tuition aid. So 2 different components. This remains.
So last year, like with the West, back how did that impact our state? Say it was Where.
Okay, so the push to 15 is a student success metric, right? Because the goal is to get everybody through here in 4 years, right? And to get through in 4 years, you gotta take 15 a semester, right? Anybody know what the 4-year graduation rate is nationally for colleges and universities? Somebody said it, huh? No, I wish it was. I wish it was. Nationally, the 4-year graduation rate for a public university like ours is in the low 40s. What is the 6-year graduation rate, which is the metric that's the federal government? Anybody? 6 years? No, so if the 4-year is in the 40s, the 6 years is gonna be higher. 58. Very good. So 58, think about that. If you run a business and you're only successful 58% of the time, what's gonna happen to that business? Think about it. You buy a car and it only works 58 times out of every 100 times you start it. Not so good, right? How about if you go to the dining hall over here and you got a meal and 42 times out of 100, it was a nasty meal. You're not going back. All right, maybe that was a bad example. But you get my point, right? So higher education as an industry has a lot of scrutiny on it because of that. Our state board of governors has just changed our funding model. And there's a performance component to it. So the performance component before is we used to get measured on a 5-year graduation rate here in North Carolina. The policy. They changed it to 4. So the push to 15, we were ahead of the curve, right? Trying to get students to understand that to get through in 4 years, you've got to take 15. And it does have an impact on student credit projections and actual execution. Well, one of the challenges is COVID, right? You hear this all the time, right? Retention. Our goal is to keep students here and graduate in 4 years. And we have a whole student success apparatus that we set up, right? How many of you have gotten flags from what's called Starfish? Right? That is set up so that if you have a challenge early in the semester, the professor wants to get you in there so that you can turn it around quickly so that we can get you through here. That's the market success. Any other questions? Yes, sir. What's a quick Smart Notes version of how you can help? This. I mean, you guys are student leaders, right? So you're here tonight. Go out and talk to your friends. Right? Now, I'm going to shift into my dad and granddad mode. Right? I get 2 sons, 31 and 33. Where should you spend more time at? The bars and the clubs or the library? Should you spend more time here or playing video games? Unless you're an engineering major or a game design major, right? So as leaders, right, go out and talk to your friends. Say, we get measured on how we get students to and through UNCG. Ask questions like that, right? Get engaged. I'll guarantee. How many people you got in here? Probably 30. 30 people, 30. 25. I'll guarantee that 15 years from now, 25 and 30 years from now, you guys are going to be the folks sitting in school communities and other type of community meetings because it's in your DNA. You're doing it now. Try to get other people to do that. Right? How many of you voted today? That's good. But it's not everybody. Oh, okay, all right. I should have changed that today. How many of you voted? All right, good. That's just about everybody. That's our way as citizens, right? How we have our say. And it doesn't matter which side you're on, right? And that's how you get your say. So by doing what you're doing, and I love this, the young lady who was handing these out, I said, what's on the back of the cards? This is citizenship training, what you're going through right here. This is really good stuff, so that's how you help. Who's this? You go to the board of government. You know, the board of governors meetings are a live stream. So what I would suggest as an organization, you should watch that. Right? And say, okay, what are these old people deciding on? Right? And be engaged. And sometimes you're gonna see stuff that you're not gonna understand. Right? Then you come to me, you know, you go to Bob and other leaders and say, hey, what did they mean by that? Right? But that's how you get involved. That's how you stay engaged. One more. You gonna give me a look? Come on, do one more. I actually like what. What am I doing? I sent you an email at the beginning of the semester, and he said, I'd like to meet with you at Georgia Periodic, which I think was at 2,000. So, right, that's indeed. Do you think with these candidates? My colleague in charge of student life. But the provost would love to come talk to that. Right? So here, different people. One of the things, and I mean this, and it doesn't matter where you are on the political spectrum. As student leaders, right? You have to be engaged in your practicing it right now, right? You have to be accepting the viewpoint of the person. As a country, we're in a very bad place. Because if you're on the left or if you're on the right, people aren't talking. They're screaming at us. And nothing good ever happens with people that we do. You have to be this is what you guys, this is the thing, but I'm sure that you guys don't agree with it. Right? But also do this too. I didn't read your minutes. And I bet you not all of you read every line. But sometimes in organizations, people understand that. And things will get something to the mix. And you will have voted yes. And you haven't actually read them. And a piece of policy gets passed through. That's cheap democracy. That's somebody who understands the rules. Who uses the rules to their advantage. So take your responsibility seriously. Don't listen to your brothers. Good job voting. Work hard. Play hard. Spend more time in the library. Then do it harder. And things will work out great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care. Diane, my holiday.
Let's get into this, and let's get it all in place and easy. Let's get around the block.
Well, so come back, regarding the, you said, I learned that, that they are, like, but. But what I've been up to, after the point where the AXP executive committee said, which means to be with the AXP, don't you, job allocation that these are. But tomorrow, I'm gonna be. Financial literacy, but. And then I know that it's not great today. Because it's opportunity and then do that. From that. Our case is, I think, I got from the. Then there's a sunrise and I really like that. Background. And then that's. But after we go, I don't know. School, classes, homework, thing on that way. And then I'm afraid it's being like, how I think I have to be with, I over this does financial programming, I have to be tomorrow. And then where how this is last
I believe you did when you were done. Okay, this is nothing on the side for Charlotte. Thank you. Okay, see, my name is Dr. Bob B. Okay, I know. Okay, and that's on the proper case of C. Hey, my office hours are about 20 minutes, taking on me up there. But what I do like to do, volunteer with the yoga connection, easy blood drive, easy payment, basically like yoga connection, really cool. Their last session was last week. But, they would teach yoga to immigrants and they, give them classes on how to do citizenship and things like that. So cool. I've had a lot of meetings, have a little morning bar today, and a lot going on with that. One of them is there, I voted, and I was in there, I'm like, voter, I guess they're fine, but, but I have so many projects that we have coming up, further to that. I went home for the weekend, I was just gonna go home, and Friday, so I was like, I need something. And I went to the hotel center and I got a massage. Baby, I got a massage. It's like something, it's my thing. I'm gonna leave. Get a massage. If you have full insurance, please.
Never mind.
I think that's fine. Yeah. Coming up, I have more volunteering, I'm going back to those who, help them, so everything back to support. Tomorrow, the DSU winner to the body meeting, being great to meet you, meeting with student organizations soon. Yes, I decorated my door for Christmas, it's Christmas season right now, everything's today, everything's today. But anyways, I have an internship that should be coming up on Thursday. I'm gonna marry this week. I'm like, okay. Then we have the Let the Hair Speak for Itself on Black Community Day, where we promote natural, celebrate, just Black hair in general. We get pictures taken, that's on Thursday, so we're going to DSU to remember that. This weekend, our boy's birthday is Monday, so I'm going to we get things like cancer, a lot of stuff, kind of going broke, but it's okay. Then night at the Apollo, y'all, please get your tickets and please come out tonight at the Apollo. It's $5. Like, I have been working my tail off for this. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be a good time and you'll be entered to a raffle with your purchase. So please come out. Please get that ticket, y'all. It'll be worth it. And I've been looking into studying abroad and finally looking to the summer program. So we're gonna see about that. And there's a rainbow all around Dragon Cove back to the video. That's a good one. All right, thanks, y'all. Please give the president to, yeah, do his report.
Yeah.
Thanks for the.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So what's up, y'all? My office things about going my office, you know, the question thing about the other two, we had the top meeting today. We had a brief cabinet meeting with my secretary coming this week, and we chopped it up. Shout out to Grace again for another successful blood drive for everyone who came out. And the good turnout, and then the next one is in February. So, y'all look out for that again. Really good opportunity to get out and meet with people. I had a meeting with Dr. Aiken, who's once again our vice chancellor of student affairs. I went well, updating her about what we doing yesterday, she's pleased about all the initiatives and stuff like that. There's one thing that we really want to push our editor for start doing is researching and writing legislation. Like the events are good, and that's how we're getting the engagement up, but like turn the information that you're learning from our students at the event, it's a piece of legislation that we can act upon and change the policy. We had the ASB on campus meeting, that was my third committee meeting. Once again, I said, hopefully it goes well. And then, yeah, I have my code rate on Sunday. You know, alpha, turning code rate, follow it, so, yeah, that's my tail right there, is I get to, talk about that's my, ABA. So, that's all. What's coming up? I got a one-on-one meeting with Chancellor Gilligan tomorrow. Oh, I was at the Chancellor chat today. That was, we had a lot of conversations, a lot of things out there. Um, meeting, very time meeting with, engineers and walking the director of OC, trying to disagree with her. And I'm doing an IT takeover on Thursday, so without that, you know, hey, now I had a surprise. I was looking at my one-on-one with Chancellor Gilligan on Thursday. All I had him up there for the movie. I'm gonna put it. And then another day council meeting, and I have an official cabinet meeting on Thursday, and then I have to go to the official conference on Thursday. So that's why. Thank you.
Okay, so office hours typically are like appointment. I'm normally in office on Friday, but we have a week. But if someone isn't there, please don't thanks for calling me past this meeting time. I will get to you in the morning. What I've been up to work on homework, my none of that has changed. We are in the final works of the SATs, and I don't know how we got here, but we are writing legislation on getting it approved for y'all. I voted. I hope you can see these lovely reference pictures. My confidence about calendar says, I'm still not allowed to vote, so I will be very upset if you didn't, so I hope that you did. It's dogs can't vote, so. I dogged that again this past week. This is Betty, my new best friend, who was attacking me in that picture. But he looks really cute in the other picture, so we'll reference that one. And we're just grabbing some applications. And then, I was excited to hosted by No Labels. In fifth grade, I was actually running up to the Royal Court to show that lovely picture. And then I was like students for a little bit. That was fun because people were just coming up left and right saying, I don't have no work, but I want something blood. That was awesome. And then I have a joke. What do you call someone who's person? Claustrophobic. Okay, could you hear don't or that I just what's coming up? So weekly meetings with the exec council, we just got out of one with the Senate. Bi-weekly meetings with the DOT committee, with by the one-on-one that has a couple. It's fine, I got rid of some of the emails off, right? From the street. Next thing, study abroad session, I'm hoping to get all the grant for the summer, so I'm excited. XJ town hall next Monday, and then XJDI also have a meeting Thursday. I took pictures when I was out on the walk with them, at the picture of people that that's another picture of the night, because I do need to take like running pictures, and that was cute. That was amazing for Tom, and I was like a picture of me. And then I found this, I'm at the Pier sign at a wine bar called Bar Days. If you're 21 and you like wine, I would. No, I didn't have a question. Me and Mara was speaking with our eyes. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'll start with saying, during that time though, I was going to be like in meetings like senators, so just let me know if there's something to see. Yeah, the UC, you know, there's weapons, with senators, I have my meeting today. tuition fees, new student form. So I have, two updates for y'all. We did have a session in our corner. I couldn't make it, but during the session, next to come to that person. And then we have on Zoom, we have a panel. So far, it doesn't seem like we're letting up. I'm you, but the graduate students are doing some, giving some pushback. So they are, taking things into consideration, I'm taking screenshots of some things, we'll share with you after, and yeah. And then, yeah, so hot crying, yes, I was there, and I also found my father's friend came out too, not her, he was very enjoyed. What is? Yeah, big day, yeah. Yeah, so that, and then, I want to go on, I want to run for security, I think I'm thinking of, okay, great, I decided to move to Raleigh, and that's that food right there in Vegas, they call it Big Easy, y'all, it was so good, it's a Asian restaurant, I had crackers, and they had, gumbo? Jambalaya, okay, and then we went to this, black owned shop, and they have a bunch of different cool stuff in there. And then I had a study block interview today, it was really good. So I'm excited, accepted, I'm in Cold Coast the next summer, and now so transfer chat today. And for the pictures, that is me, Grace, and I, and Aisha, like positive celebration. And then there's a picture of them, food, and yeah, on the street. Okay, let's come to the safe walk, Thursday, 6 to 8. I will be asking 3 or 4 people to sign up right now after the meeting, because we need you to come out, I cannot go to craft work and I'm here. So please, 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 please say after the sign up, if we don't. No, it's not working. But for real, so if you get initiatives, you can track on your tracker and it's an easy, one and done. Food recovery, volunteering tomorrow, from 3 to 4, I'll be there. Grace, guys, and all that good stuff. Catholic volunteering, that's also a weekend. I know it's time. We're gonna help the homeless. And then exec council meeting was today. I have those kind of ESG general body meetings, the last one. Tomorrow we have pizza. Come on out. Interviews, schedule appointments, you guys can people come in, y'all are gonna come in, eat. So yeah, be prepared for that. And the SGA PD town hall. So be prepared for that as well. And then here is, more official announcement, but we have initiative with Black School Youth, the same kind of last year. We're trying to get some cans, trying to get some food, get spot and teachers are always up. So please donate, there's a box outside of the cubicle, so donate and promote that. Somebody come, if you want to use Saturday, don't know, but I hope you know. And yeah, so that's that. I have one thing to mention. What is it? Oh, yeah, I just think it's water. Yes, was that it? For them? I forgot what we talked about. I'm so sorry. Okay, cool. Oh, yes. So, who is going on 22nd? The last day of classes, but classes aren't over till 15. Okay. And then we have, oh, okay. It's gonna be virtual. I'm gonna put on Zoom for y'all, and then the next one will probably be virtual too, just to make things easier for you to stay productive and get these done. My new senators, do all that good stuff, so we'll put it virtual. And then also, we're gonna do the last day of class on Thursday. The Thursday? Yeah, he's gonna be here on the last day of class. Okay, so we're trying to do a HK only like little hangout, like a potluck, like, you watch, you're like, hang out and do stuff. They might do that. Okay. I think it anyway,
What day is
the last day first.
You'll go like, it's like Monday, Friday. It's not really-
Wednesday, and probably be around like what, like maybe at 6, I'm gonna see on the meeting, 6 or 7. Okay, cool, right, okay, so we'll get that. Put it on, okay. So, last meeting tomorrow. Right? There'll be a meeting. Tomorrow, no, I'm saying like, on that day, last day, no. Okay, now Kimberly sent me, slide to share with us, thank you that she shared last week. Please, if you're interested in the new, like, digital chapter, right, the new digital chapter, please, come out to their meeting on November 15th. There's a really 240 or 45. So, and this is why I was wondering. Yeah, I always try to drive to get into the long one. Do I have to be in the meeting? That's a good opportunity, I was trying to go it. Anyway. You can go to like 5. Okay, Senator Farr, any Senator may speak up, probably waste his time on that, and she ain't. Anybody have any announcements, anything to say? Yes, Morgan. Did they say how, or they just informed now? Okay, yes, fine. Yes, they come out, so. 12:30, so you have any time, you just need some, come on, because I don't think they first taking some during the like, they probably be a lot, but we can come some on with it. Okay, Mark, cool. All right, anybody? Okay, you do the board. Okay, now, any member, they should speak, or, this time they not be taking out. That's one.
Okay, going off of what Mara and Harvey was saying, especially I find that the safety law, I have it, okay, if you have an art assignment, please do it after the stage, I think, silent.
Okay, thank you, Dorothy, please go back. Anything else? Okay, you can go. We have adjourned roll call. Alright, short, quick, easy, Jasmine? Daniel? Dominic? Linnea? Chloe? Jalen? Anka? Faith? Marie? Hillary? Kennedy? Maya? Michael? Ahmed? Tyler? Jasmine? Naisha? Manny? Jaisa? Kimberly? Charlotte? Tim? Grace? Caitlin? Nathan?
Here, oh, Brian's supposed to.
Harley?
College of Visual and Performing Arts Center president.
And Morgan. Asking my announcement, one, if you have not heard your one on one, please get down before the next month, if not, I will be on you, because you have to do it, it's required. And then also, if you see how people are not, how our parents are not here, please do not make this a routine, I know it's this semester, but next semester, get the 3 and 2 sciences, y'all will be removed. I love y'all so much, but look, two, I love y'all so much, but we have to get forward, so please don't make this. Thank you, Dr. Now.
No, I did not. It's the same time, it's just whatever day. Sign up for the safety law. Okay. Okay, so it depends, like, who you wanna be in, it's from state to state. I can't. I gotta go to the, event tomorrow, I gotta run the meeting. On Thursday? No, we gotta, wait, yeah, Thursday, yeah, I can't go. Have a event back to back, but, so you wanna be a pause, you could be Emily, you could be Marty, Connor. Yeah, they possibly. Just in case. Everybody, I don't know. Yeah, they were all ready to go. But then I had to take my name off, because I forgot that.
Yeah. You're good.
I
I just, yeah. Cause you went for the last two times, so.
Went over a little bit, so. So it's 6 p.m. on Thursday.
So we should be meeting. Also not an email, but we should be meeting all together and then people come upstairs, we're gonna have to snack and food before you all, and then we're gonna meet. Perfect. But when your zone is done, you can just go home, like you don't have to stay. Oh, okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I did. I'm not doing that.
Just log out. I don't know whose it is, so.